So we start with the premise that the government has immunity, and the Federal Tort Claims Act, FTCA, is a limited exception to governmental immunity. And what that law says is that the injured dependents, I guess, of active duty service members can sue the government. So, for example, I've handled lots of birth injury cases. So the infant, if there's medical malpractice involved in the delivery of a child, let's say, and if the infant is injured, suffers a brain damage injury of some kind, that's a case that can be pursued against a military hospital. Active duty personnel are barred from bringing uh, a personal injury claim. There's a limited availability to bring a medical malpractice claim. But the Federal Tort Claims Act has a lot of different requirements. It has different statutes of limitations and deadlines than what we would see, for example, in the district or Maryland or Virginia, which are all, state statutes. So the FTCA requires an administrative process first. There's a form that needs to be filed, actually several forms that need to be filed within 2 years of the event. Then there is a 6 month kind of review period that the government gets where no lawsuit can be filed. Then, if the government denies the claim, the plaintiff has 6 months from the date of the denial letter to file the lawsuit, and the lawsuit has to be filed in the federal court of wherever this event occurred. And then, of course, the Federal Tort Claims Act is a federal law, but it follows the substantive law of the jurisdiction. So, for example, I've handled postal service accident cases where a mail truck caused an accident. And if that happened in Maryland, we follow the FTCA administrative claim process that I just described, but we also have to be mindful that Maryland has a 3 year statute of limitations in personal injury cases. So there's a lot of interplay, and that's why it can get very complicated sometimes because none of these deadlines, they all affect each other in one way, and then they don't affect each other in other ways. So they don't stop the clock for the state statutes and things like that. So one has to really be in the know on these cases.